welcome to BYFL Game Day. I'm your host, Cooper Kelly, and joining alongside me is my co-host,
Not Arschline.
So first, we're going to start with breaking down the Week 1 games, and we're going to start with the Cubs and Trojans. Cal Strant had 8 receiving touchdowns and 4 passing touchdowns. That really opened up the game for your team, and you guys were able to get the dub 24-20.
I think with the conditions, we really need someone to step up and take a hold of that game, and I think Cal really did that.
Yeah, he did. And Robert Striegel for the Trojans had 7 receiving touchdowns, so he had a good day. The rookie making his debut had a great game.
I think for the fact that the entire team was rookies, I think they show a lot of potential as the season develops. I think they have a chance of doing a lot of good things this season.
Yes, they are. All right, so you want to take it away with the Vikings?
Oh, okay. Vikings Longhorns was a pretty decent game, I'm not going to lie. Longhorns pulling away 24-19. Braden Sully making his comeback from retirement season last year, having 6 receiving touchdowns and 4 swats. Pretty good for a player of his caliber, I'm not going to lie. And then Matthew Kessel having 11 passing touchdowns and 1 interception. Really gave this team an opportunity to win right there.
Yeah, I think Kessel's ability to throw the ball in these conditions, like you were saying earlier, opened the game well, because they started running the ball towards the end, and that kind of sucked in the defense. Yeah, very. All right, so now we're gonna go to the Seminoles Mustangs. You want to take that one too?
Oh yeah, I'll take this one. Cooper Kelly having a Heisman-like performance. You played phenomenally well.
Thank you.
13 total touchdowns, 11 receiving, 1 interception return, 1 rushing touchdown. Then on the defensive side of the ball, he had 3 interceptions. By far, best performance of the day. Logan Munoz, though, not playing very well. Only had 5 receiving touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns. Did not help his team the way he needed to. Seminoles They dominated that game, 30-15.
It's almost like Logan wasn't even on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like they were playing with 2 people. I mean, Logan just absolutely trash. I mean, he couldn't cover me at all. I mean, I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I broke his ankles like at least 3 times in that game. It was a horrible day for the Mustangs. Hopefully they have a better day today against the Aggies. All right, Mud Dogs Aggies. We had the little prime time showdown, the 6th meeting between Josh Kula and Jake Knight, and this one went in Josh Kula's favor, winning 27-26. It was a tight one coming down to the end. Josh Kula throwing a passing touchdown to Sam Reynolds in the corner. That was a very good play after waiting the whole 10 seconds to throw that ball. But Josh Kula ended the day with 7 passing touchdowns and 6 rushing touchdowns. He had a good day. And Jake Knight had 11 receiving touchdowns. Many people thought he wasn't going to have a good day. Honestly, I didn't think he was having a good day. I mean,
booty. Definition of booty is Jake Knight right there.
Yeah, I mean, you never know with him. You never know. But usually he has a good day.
I think that's the Achilles factor, though, with Mud Dogs. If someone has a good pass rusher and can get pressure on Josh Kula, I think they have a good shot at beating them.
Yeah, because all you got to do is get pressure on Josh Kula and guard Sam Reynolds, and Boone Collins isn't doing anything. He's just there for the fun factor.
Yeah, he's used to another person on the field.
Yeah.
Taking up space.
So now we're going to go to the ins and outs. Who's going to be playing this week and who will not. So you want to take us away with the outs?
I'll start this off with Joey Freeburn. Still not able to come back from a hand injury that he suffered in the offseason. We will see if he'll be back next week, though. Big factor for the Vikings.
Yeah, he suffered that hand injury by touching a hot, piece of metal.
Yes.
In an agricultural class. So that's kind of
new.
Stupid.
Definitely new. Never heard this one before.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go to Braden Sully. He's out with a hip injury. Big news for the Vikings.
Yes.
It's not good that he's out for the hip injury. He was. I think his back was hurting after that game. He was carrying the team hard.
He was doing a lot for their team, and he really gave an opportunity. He's just not able to get help from his teammates like he needed.
Yeah. So what about Cameron?
Then Cameron Hebner. This is off the field injury. He somehow suffered a concussion. Unsure how he suffered the concussion, but he's not able to play for about 4 weeks, and I think that's gonna be a big factor for the Mustangs. As I think he performed the best for them, but he just wasn't there.
Yeah. See, I don't know what's going on with Cameron Hebner. How do you get a concussion? He doesn't even play any sports. Like how does that happen? What do you do? Like run into a wall at his house and fall down the stairs? Like how do you get a concussion? Like what's going on here? So he's out, and that's big. That's big for the Mustangs. And Jordan Davis continues to be out. He's coming back from the ACL injury that he suffered last year at the end of football season.
Yeah.
He suffered for school football. BYFL football.
Heard reports that he might play a little today. He might get a few snaps, try to get back into the flow of things. I think that'd be a good thing to see how he plays with that knee injury, if play scared, play
Yeah.
wholehearted. Then we go to Michael Reese. Still has a lingering foot injury suffered from a while back. I think he's a big part of their offense, and until they get him back, they're gonna be missing an offense.
Yeah, that's big that Michael Reese is out for a couple weeks, and I think that's really gonna hurt them on offense. But they're gonna have to overcome some adversity.
Yeah.
And be able to keep on going. And next we got the end. So we got Jackson Ford. He looks to be playing today. I feel like he's going to be able to bring a lot of intensity and a lot of skill to the field. What are you thinking about Jackson?
Jackson Ford's going to be a playmaker today.
Yeah.
Filling in for the not the Vikings, the Mustangs against the Aggies. I think he's going to fill in and do a lot of good things for this team.
Yeah, we could see the Mustangs getting the win in this one. It's going to be a tight one.
I think the Aggies will fall to 0-2 for the season.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. All right, so Zach Travers.
Oh, Zach Travers filling in. I'm not sure. I've heard a lot of reports for what team he's going to be filling in. I'm not sure about that.
I think the Trojans have released a report that he will be filling in for them this week in place of Michael Reese. So that'll allow him to get some more offense going, as they had Boone Collins last week, unable to throw the ball. I mean, he's just slipping and sliding everywhere. I don't know what was going on. And then next, Ty Haskell. Ty Haskell can make his debut today as a fill-in. I think he might be heading for the Vikings as a fill-in.
Oh, I think that's a good player, good, solid, quality player with a lot of heart, but lingering elbow injury. Had that elbow surgery. Not sure how well he'll be able to perform.
Yes. So that's our breakdown of the upcoming week and last week, and we'll be back right after this commercial break. Welcome back to BYFL Game Day Week 2. So right now we're going to get into our Heisman race. What are you thinking on the Heisman race?
I think Cooper Kelly, I think you had the best game by far by anyone out on the field. I think everyone else is just playing catch-up right now. There's no one in a second spot. As it was really hard to play last week in those conditions. Surprised you played that well.
Yes, it was. My Heisman race, I'm really have to give it to my quarterback, Will Long. I feel like he had a good day. And no interceptions thrown. I mean, he only threw 2 all of last season, so I'm not expecting any until the end of the year. But I think he did well. I think I'm gonna put myself in number 2. I think I had a good day. I think I was able for us to get the win. I think it was a good day. And then number 3, I'm gonna have Josh Kula. He had a tremendous day at quarterback for against the Aggies, not for the Aggies. So.
He had the late touchdown right there. He threw that late touchdown to Reynolds.
Yeah, but Sam Reynolds actually comes in my 4th spot right there. Sam Reynolds is he's a great player. I mean, he was last year's Heisman winner, and Josh obviously winning the first ever Heisman Trophy winner award. Don't agree with that. I believe Will Long should have won it both years, but
a lot of questionable things so far.
Yeah, he's finished second in both runnings, so that's gonna be interesting to see how he does this year. And then Cal Strant, your quarterback.
Cal
for the Cubbies. I think he had a great day. With those 8 receiving touchdowns and 4 passing touchdowns, Cal was definitely probably the standout player in that game.
Yeah, he really picked up slack.
Yeah.
A lot of players.
So then now we're gonna do the standings heading into week 2. So I'll give us the West and you can give us the East. So at number 1 we have the Seminoles, my team, the only team with a win in that division. Everyone's actually like playing catch up right now. Don't you agree?
Yes. Everyone else does not have a win.
Yeah.
That's key, as this is only an 8-game season, so every game is important from here on out.
Yeah. So tied for second, that would put the Vikings, Aggies, and Mustangs all tied for second place. And remember, only 3 teams get in.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight race. All right, now for the East. It's all tied for first here. We have the Mud Dogs, the Cubs, and the Longhorns. All winning their games, so it's gonna be a big game here to see who can come out and control the East. The winner of tonight's primetime game, Longhorns and Cubs, will be sole position of first in the East.
That's only if the Mud Dogs lose to the Trojans.
Okay,
If the Mud Dogs win, the winner of this game will be tied for first with only the Mud Dogs.
So, as I said, every game is important from here on out.
Yes.
It has to playoff implications.
So if the Mud Dogs lose, the winner of this game hops into first in the East, and that's key because you can get that first round bye, and you can get off your feet. Rest. As Coach Esmondari said, get off your feet and rest.
Yeah.
So you got
great man right there, Mr. Esmondari.
He's a fantastic coach.
Always got to make sure he's 3-1.
Yes.
Great mindset.
Yes. So now we're gonna kind of analyze the games for week 2. So we're gonna start us out with our first game. We got the Mud Dogs versus the Trojans. What are you looking for in this one?
I'm looking for Michael Ellis coming in this season. I thought he'd be a great pass rusher. Unable to do it last week with the conditions.
Yes, yes.
It what's called not paralyzed, but didn't let a lot of players play to their full potential. I think this week though, with Josh holding the ball a lot and Michael Ellis beginning there, getting those sacks, I think the Trojans have a good chance.
Yeah, if you look at the weather today, we got good conditions. It's sunny. It's no clouds in the sky, so it's gonna be dry and it's gonna be able to. We're gonna see a lot more runs this week. Yes. And I think if Josh holds on to the ball like he did last week, I agree with you. I think Michael Ellis gets there at least 4 or 5 times today.
Yeah.
And I think the matchup Robert Striegel against Sam Reynolds, I think that one's going to be very interesting.
That will be very interesting.
I think it's going to be a more offensive matchup. Look for this one to be a shootout today.
And then you got to see how Zach comes in and does for the Trojans, where he's going to fall in, how he does.
Yeah, new team. Yeah, first game with the new team. You know, they don't necessarily have the chemistry, but it'll be interesting to see. And then you also have Boone Collins playing his second game ever in BYFL. It's going to be interesting to see it. He was not very involved last game.
No, he just taking up space. He just did nothing.
Yeah, he just kind of sat there in the corner, really.
This smoothie does more than he does. Honestly, he just took up space and didn't do anything.
Now we got my team, the Seminoles, taking on the Vikings today. What are you looking for in this one?
I'm looking for if you can take apart their secondary. Think you took apart the Mustangs. I think you can do it here again against the Vikings. Not very good defensively. Not having anyone really. Nick Lair, but they don't have anyone. Don't think chemistry will be there. Looking for that passing offense of your Seminoles to be important.
Yeah, I think it's very key for us to force turnovers early. Because if we get some early turnovers, I think that's to just blow the game wide open, and we got a chance to get out to a big lead and get ready to go. I think Nick Lair is going to be tough to contain, but we're going to have to do it tonight if we want to get the win. So the third game, we got the Mustangs against the Aggies. So how are you thinking about this one?
This one I think would be a great game. I think if the Mustangs can find a quarterback, I think they have an opportunity to tear apart Jake Knight. Jake Knight, not a very good cover corner, man to man. I think that if the Mustangs can find a quarterback to play the ball, they will have a chance to win. They will do what they need to do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. Jake Knight's not very good defensively. He's a great offensive player. I'll give him that.
With his body size.
Yes, with his size, he's a great offensive
player.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, he was there when the dinosaurs were alive.
That's true.
I'm going to have to agree with that. I mean, if the Mustangs get a quarterback and they get some offense going, you got a chance of this possibly being an upset.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of an upset there. He's already lost the first game.
they are both 0-1, but it's an 8 versus 5 matchup in the power rankings. So it's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting.
All right, now for the primetime game, the Cubbies right here taking on the Longhorns. This is going to be an interesting one. You see this one to be a good one?
I think this will be a close game. Got much respect for the Longhorns.
You do? You
much respect. They're a very good football team. I cannot respect, but fear not. They got a lot of players. Garrett Field, very fast, very explosive. Castle gives them the ball. I think they have a lot of opportunities, but actually got to game plan. Stop everyone.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good one. I think what you guys need to do is hope Cal is close on Garrett. Because if Garrett gets free space, that could be dangerous. The speed is what's going to kill for the Longhorns this whole season. And if you can contain that, I think you got a good shot at winning this game. And make sure you score every possession.
Got to make the most of our opportunities.
Yes, you do. Even if it's a field goal, as long as there's points on the board. Anything but a punt or an interception. I mean, a punt would be good if you want to pin them, but I mean, you always want to get points.
I mean, I had a pretty great punt last week. I pinned him inside the 2. Can't say anything.
So now we're gonna head into our fan voting. So so for the first game, the Mud Dogs, the Trojans, the fans actually took the underdog for saying this one, the Trojans. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. The Trojans, I think, are gonna pull out this upset and get this win.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Pull themselves back in the playoff race.
And then the second one, it was kind of tight. It was like 52-48 in the fan voting. They had the Seminoles winning. I think that one. I think that's a good choice by the fans. Might say, what do you think?
not surprising, 16-0, haven't lost in 2 seasons. Oh, 17, my bad. 17-0, haven't lost in 2 seasons. I think they'll just put on a clinic tonight.
Okay. And then for the Mustangs, Aggies, many people choosing the Mustangs in this one. This is kind of a blowout in the poll. And I don't think the Aggies got much fans.
I do not. I agree with that. I think the Jake Knight being aggressive with people, saying a lot of things, is not helping with the fans. 1 and 2. I agree with the fans. I think the Mustangs will win this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Logan will show up this week and play a great game and get the win.
And then for the primetime game, it was another blowout in the fan polls. We got the Cubs taking this one. Fans not really enjoying the rookie quarterback in Cal Strant and the Cubbies in this one.
I mean, I'd love it to be a blowout, be an easy win for us. I like that, but I think the Longhorns will show up. I still think we're going to pull it out with Michael and Garrett.
All right, so that's our analysis and Heisman race for week 2, and when we come back, we will make our predictions for week 2. We'll be back right after this commercial break. Welcome back to BYFL Game Day week 2. So now we're going to be getting into our predictions for this week. And Arash, you want to start us off with the Mud Dogs versus the Trojans?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game. I think battle of 2 new teams, but I think the Trojans will pull this one out. Yeah,
that's a bold prediction right there, as they are the only team in the East
without
a win.
Yeah, I believe in the Trojans. I think they'll be able to find a way to score, get points, and win this game.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, because I believe the rookies will have a big day today. They didn't have it last week due to the conditions. You know, it's very rainy, very stormy. It's going to be interesting, this one, with a new teammate in Zach Travers coming in. It's going to be interesting how they perform, but this is a close one. I mean, I thought long and hard about this one, but yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going with the Trojans on this one.
Yeah, I agree with that one. And now it's to the Seminoles and the Vikings. I'm going to pick the Seminoles on this one. They're going to be en route to a big day. They're going to have a lot of points. They're going to have a big day defensively, too. And I think the Vikings will not stand a chance. I think the Seminoles all the way.
Yeah, the Seminoles being my team, we hope to come out firing on all cylinders today. Not all squares, but all cylinders.
Or Saphirs.
Oh, yes, according to Chase Aiken.
Yeah,
but,
Saphirs.
Chase Aiken hopefully gets more catches this week, as he only got 4 last week, resulting in 2 touchdowns. But I hope he has a big day. I hope I have a big day.
Very efficient for only 4 touches.
Yes, it is. But I hope we both have big days, and I think we just roll right past this one and get the win over the Vikings. Move to 2-0 in the season. All right, now for our third game, the Aggies versus the Mustangs. Who you got in this one?
Oh, I'm taking the Mustangs all the way.
Oh, okay.
All the way. I believe that they will find a way to win, and they will beat Jake Knight and the Aggies.
Oh. Yeah, the Gator Athlete of the Year, he had a good day last week, but it was not good enough. As they fell in this one. I mean, the Mud Dogs played a fantastic game against them last week. But Jake Knight, he wasn't able to get the win last week, and I don't believe he'll get the win this week. Actually,
I do not believe.
I think Logan Munoz, he's going to come out and he's going to be on fire from the very first whistle. I mean, last year the Mustangs did beat the Aggies both times that they played.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's
great moments for
the second time it also resulted in Nathan McAleer getting suspended.
That is true. I remember that.
Yeah, he's kept on pushing the Gator Athlete of the Year into the fence, resulting in Jake Knight to be bleeding. That was very, very aggressive. How do you feel about that, though?
I feel like Nathan did what was right. I think Jake just needs tougher skin.
Oh, okay, that is bold right there.
Pretty much he's a lightweight. Jake Knight is a lightweight.
Oh, okay. A little shots fired on the camera here from the Narshaline, a.k.a. the Beast from the Middle East, right here. But you guys actually take them on the Aggies next week, so
yeah.
Is this a little fire, a little beef coming into the next game?
We'll see. I just play my game.
All right, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Mustangs in this one. I think they get the win today. All right, now for your primetime game, we got the Cubbies against the Longhorns. Who you got in this one, Rosh?
I'm taking my team, the Cubs. I think we'll find a way to win. I think it's gonna be hard to control Garrett, but we'll find a way to win in the end. Yeah,
actually, last season your season ended in the hands of the Longhorns as you lost in the playoff matchup. Can you kind of explain what happened in that one?
I think that was very controversial, and forcing players to play certain positions, I don't think that's right. I think if a person fills in for someone, they should play the position that they play.
Yeah.
It's like in a baseball, they don't have a catcher pitch or in any sport really, you don't have someone play the position that they don't usually play. Very controversial. I think I'm gonna have to find very motivating for me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, as you were out with a torn meniscus, which you still owe me $10 about.
That's debatable.
And then also you had Logan Munoz, who had to visit
Family
his
issues.
family. Yeah, had family issues. And then Ryan Roddy was there to play, and you had Cal Strand. He was your go-to fill-in for the entire season. Then you got Sam Rollins, so it was all fine. And then once the second half came, and the Longhorns were losing, they were like, "Hey, Sam's got to I don't know what happened."
Yeah, and I guess if you sit on the field for 30 minutes, it's not a forfeit. I don't understand that rule, but might come to play today.
Yeah, but and today there were rumors that you're gonna bring a baseball bat to warm-ups. Is that true?
I cannot confirm nor deny these rumors.
All right, so that's interesting. That's interesting. So for my prediction today, real quick, we got the Longhorns. And the Cubs. So the Cubs, they are a fantastic team. I'll give it to you. You got Cal Strand. He's a great player. He's a great quarterback and a great rookie. Probably front runner for Rookie of the Year right now. And then you got yourself as the wide receiver, and Ryan Roddy, who's going to be playing in his first game. If you did not know, he acted in a play last week, Into the Woods. Hope you all were there to see it. It was a fantastic play. He actually had a solo there.
Very well said.
Yeah. It was fantastic. We'll clap it up for Ryan Roddy real quick. And then for the Longhorns, they got Garrett Field, who is also very, very fast, and it's gonna be hard for Cal to guard him today. It'll be interesting to see. And then you also have Matthew Kessel, who came off of a 4th place in the Heisman race last year, so he's got a lot to prove this year. And then Andrew Villani. He's coming in. He hasn't had much success with his teams in the past. I mean, the first year going 0-7, and then next year going 3-3, not making the playoffs. And this year he's 1-0, so he's off to a good start right now. And so this one's going to be interesting. This was a long and hard thought game, but in the end, I mean, the Longhorns, they are not going to get it done. Give me the Cubbies in this one.
Here we go. Getting that win.
So that wraps us up for week 2 of BYFL Game Day. Join us next week for week 3 of BYFL Game Day.